We got to do it. Yep. I think we're going to be live here any minute now. It says we're live actually right now. But I'm looking at my YouTube and it says I'm not live. But I guess there's delay and maybe I need to refresh or watch some ads first. Yeah, there's an ad for a home shopping club.
Hey, I like home shopping.
Okay. All right. How you doing, Don?
Excellent. Yourself, sir?
I'm doing okay. We got some friends here joining us, actually. We did just coming on in, and I want to welcome them all to the Glendale Coin Club meeting, September 9th, 2022.
Welcome, everybody. How are you all doing?
Thanks for joining us from all around the world. I see people from all over the place. Welcome. And somebody just said, woo, real big. That was Kyle Preston. Thanks, Kyle.
Hey, Kyle. How you doing?
Says, let's go. Indeed. But you know what? Before we go, there's something we got to do, right, Don?
That's right. Absolutely.
I think we got to start out with Pledge of Allegiance here. And how do I make my screen bigger there? Let's do this. All right, you guys ready to go? You guys want to stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance? I hope you do. Let's go. I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of the United States of America. And to the republic
for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Thank you for that. And just a reminder, everybody, we are the Glendale Coin Club, Southern California. Started in, you were there at the first meeting, Don, March 1959.
No, sadly, I was not.
Not at that one? Okay.
No.
They meet at the second Friday of each month, and we are the friendly coin club, I've been told. And
yes.
The current coin club president, Don here, a.k.a. SoCal Box Breaks, it says there next to his name.
Yes, sir.
It's his YouTube channel. He's our club secretary, and he's here joining us. And, glad you guys were able to join us as well. Just a reminder, we've had a lot of meetings here on YouTube. And you can still watch them here if you missed any of them here on the channel. There's a playlist. You can watch them back on computer, phones, smart TVs, whatever you got there. You can even play back the chat replay of the people that joined us on most of the meetings. Some of those got blocked, but not all of them. But yeah, definitely. We got lots of good feedback about a lot of the meetings. So if you need something to watch and you want it to be about coins, there you go. All right. I don't really have too many announcements. I mean, one thing I guess is that, since we're doing this on YouTube, reminder that any revenue that we earn from the stream, it goes back to the Coin Club. We sometimes get a little bit of advertising revenue, or sometimes we get some donations and things like that. That all helps cover some of the giveaway prizes and the monthly fee that we pay to use this StreamYard streaming program. So we thank you guys all for the support. We do have a few giveaway prizes tonight for the viewers. We showed those at the last meeting, and I can show those again as we get closer to it. And remember, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be picking the names of the winners of those prizes from last month's meeting video. So if you want to get in for a chance to win the giveaways for tonight, you need to go leave a comment on last month's Coin Club meeting video. So hopefully maybe one of the mods can post that link, because I don't have that handy right now. But or maybe we make it a challenge. You got to find it to get in. I don't know. Maybe. All right. I guess there's another giveaway we can talk about. My monthly giveaway that we do. We're giving away with JW's Coins and Hobbies. He sponsored some prizes. We're giving away a 2021 Morgan dollar and another 2021 Morgan dollar. So there's two 2021 Morgan dollars up for grabs. So if anybody wants a chance to win those, get in that giveaway. Links for that are pretty easy. I think it's just !GAW to get the link there. Gringo OG22 did a $9.99 super chat donation to the club with was it a fox squeezing a heart? Well, thanks, Gringo.
Oh, thank you, Gringo.
Very generous. All righty. Don't really have too many other announcements. I guess one announcement is that Buena Park Coin Show is coming up in a week. That's going to be Saturday, Sunday, September 17th and 18th at the Retail Clerks Hall. I know I'm going to have a table there. Don, you going to be at the show too?
I should be there for a day or so. Yeah.
All right. And then if that's not enough coin fun for y'all, 2 weeks after that, wow, it's just 2 weeks after, September 29th through October 1st is the Long Beach Expo in
Already. Yeah.
Long Beach, California at the convention center. And I'll have a table there too. So
Nice.
hopefully we'll get to see a lot of you guys there. And if you're doing any selling, come by the tables. If you're doing any buying, come by the tables. Or if you're just wanting to show off what you got or just say hi, all that works too. And we're not that far away from another very important coin show, Don. The Glendale Coin Club coin show in Van Nuys, California.
That is right.
And that's on
Coming up.
October 23rd.
Jeez. It's going to be a good one.
And yeah, it'll be a good show. Still working on trying to get confirmation from a couple of the dealers on who's coming and who's not, but I'm pretty sure it'll be sold out one way or another. Just got to figure out who gets tables and who doesn't, but we're working on that. So I think it'll be a good show. And all we really need are a couple of volunteers maybe to help out with registration. If you're out there and willing to sit at the registration desk for an hour or two to help, especially during those first few hours, I mean, that would be welcome. And
yeah, we need it most.
And if anybody's willing to help out a little bit with setup in the morning, I mean, we wouldn't turn that down either. Don, you willing to help out a little?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I will. Yeah.
All right, so I got one volunteer here. So if anybody else wants to work with that, then that'd be great. And remember, just keep checking out the Numismatic Association of Southern California's website. They got pretty much the best coin show list for California shows, and they keep it updated. It's nasc.net. So make sure you guys check that out for updates on other shows in the area. All righty. I guess other than that, we always like to tell people to join the ANA. You might see Nightbot telling everybody that. It looks like they just did it. And it's our National Coin Club. All collectors, you guys should all be supporting our National Coin Club. And they got a really great magazine, The Numismatist. There's a lot of other member benefits. And you should do it. And if you want something more local, regional, join the NASC, Numismatic Association of Southern California. They put out an excellent award-winning publication, the California Numismatist, and you'll be supporting a lot of local coin clubs all through California. So, there you go. Any other announcements, Don? Anything you can think of?
I do not. No.
You sure?
I am positive.
All right. Very good. Johnny Ray says he just renewed his ANA membership yesterday. Well, that's great, Johnny Ray. Awesome.
Excellent. Nice, Johnny.
It's worth it. It's
Absolutely. Yeah.
We only have so many clubs to support. And that's our national club. So.
Yep.
And like I said, I mean, even if I didn't like the magazine, which I do like, and if it's like just some of the member benefits that they get, it's worth it for that too.
Oh yeah,
being able to get my coin insurance.
I was going to say coin insurance is one of the huge ones. I just helped a guy set it up.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, if anybody has any other questions about ANA memberships or NASC memberships, feel free to email and we'll help get that hooked up for you.
Absolutely.
All right. I guess other than that, we should go on and do a presentation. What do you think? An educational presentation. Unfortunately, we had a guest speaker lined up for tonight. At least there was talks and it never got really finalized or booked. So I'm going to be doing a quick presentation tonight, Don.
Excellent.
Yeah, and I think it'll be good. I think it might be good for some people to see. What I'm going to be doing is showing some coins from a set that I put together, an Indian head set of all the same date. And they're like, well, how many coins do you need to make a set all of the same date? Well, I needed a lot of them. So you'll see. I put together a grading set of 1908 San Francisco Indian head cents. And I'm not going to go too crazy into talking about how I put that set together or what it was, but I'm just going to show you some pictures of all those. And you'll get to see the differences in grades. And we'll talk about basic coin grading and focus on, the pickup points on grading Indian head cents, and maybe you guys will learn a couple things and Hope you enjoy. So let me go ahead and pull some of this stuff up here. Oh, let's see. Where is the right thing for that? I can do that. Just bear with me just a second. Got that. And then I got too many buttons here, Don.
Sorry. Oh, wait, it's not my computer.
It's okay. I think I can do that. I think you can see that. And then I got to get my notes up somehow. That is right here. Okay, so once again, I put together a set of Indian head cents in all different grades. And I did this several years ago, and it was mostly a way to teach myself how to grade coins. And I really liked Indian cents at the time, and the 1908S was a great one to pick because it's a semi-key date, and it's actually available to purchase, already certified in just about all of the grades because it's worth getting graded in low grades. And I think just looking at some of these coins and pointing some things out, not only will it roughly teach you guys how to grade an Indian head cent, but there's some basic, rules that apply to pretty much all coins. So here we go. This first one is a good 4. And a good was going to have heavy wear, but you're going to be able to make out most of the design. And the key thing is you're going to have full rims. You got a full rim here. This is actually a really strong coin. This is probably closer to a good 6. And that's something I want to mention too. When we go through these coins, some of these coins it'll say good 4, but it'll really be a 6, or it might be an AG. It'll be off. A lot of them will be off by a point or two either way. Because remember, grading is not an exact science. It's a little bit subjective. The graders can get it wrong, and maybe we can get it wrong too. So there's no exact answer on some of these coins. But generally, if the rim is flattened in with the surface of the coin, then you're going to be in the AG range. But this had a solid rim, so they called that a good 4. But you got flat. You don't see any letters of liberty. You don't see any diamonds here on the band there. You don't see any of the lines in the shield or any of the details in the wreath. We get in a good 6. Again, you got a little bit more definition in the rim, and you can just start making out the tops of the letters of liberty, and you can see some of the horizontal lines in the shield. This one was they were a little generous on the grading, I think, because if you look at the high point here in the wreath, you can see some bright red copper. That there is probably a little bit aggressive rub there, maybe, and fresh rub that maybe should have been put into a details holder, in my opinion. But they gave it a good 6. We get into the VG range, and at least for an Indian cent, you're going to see at least 3 letters of liberty when you get into the VG range. So we can see the very tops of some of that. I'm sorry when I do the highlighting here on this, it brings up the file information. I'll try not to move my mouse too much, but you can just start seeing the tops of the letters. Here's the top of the L, the I, the B, the T right here, just the very tippy tops of the letters there. But you need at least a couple of the letters to show. And again, you start seeing more detail in the shield. A lot of people only look at the obverse on Indian cents when you grade, but look at the shield too, especially this top part. You've already got the horizontal lines. That can tell you the difference between, good, VG, and fine a lot of times if you're not sure here on the obverse. Let's go on to the next one here. And while I'm doing this, Don, if I know you're watching, I can't really keep up with chat or anything. So if you see any questions or anything, feel free to jump in and let me know, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
This one here is a VG10, and you can see a lot more of the lettering, but it's not full lettering there. You can see, missing the bottom parts of some of the letters. But there's a little bit more detail. This one's a really dirty, kind of uglier coin. A lot of crustiness and in the protected areas. And this is something I wanted to point out, too. If we go back real quick.
Hey, can you, sorry to bug you, can you make the screen bigger? Make it just
screen
you.
Bigger?
Yeah, make you, not me on the screen.
Oh, I didn't know that was going on. Thank you.
Welcome. Sorry.
Let me try to do that. You mean like this? There we go.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. So one thing I want to point out is you see here under good, there's two grades, good 4, good 6. Under VG, there's VG8 and VG10. And then you see a lot of the grades, there'll be a couple different numbers. It's been my experience looking at a lot of coins, and I don't know if Don will agree or not, that good 4s, I mean, you can see a lot of nice coins there. VG8s, you see a lot of nice coins. But when you get to a good 6, it's usually a really bad VG, and they just call it a good 6. If it's a really nice good, they're just going to call it a VG a lot. Usually the 6s are a little bit ugly, and then when you get the VG8s look pretty nice, and the VG10s have problems. It's like a find that had issues, like just ugly.
Well, that one has like a little corrosion near the United States.
So instead of calling it details, it's probably a fine 12, but they knocked it down to VG because it looks bad.
Yeah.
So I've noticed that, I mean, in the AU grades, when we get to those, there's AU 50, 53, 55, and 58. 58s look great, and AU 50s often look great, but 53s usually suck, and they're usually got problems. Now, that's not all the way across the board every coin, but look at a lot of them, and usually if you see a 53, there's a reason it's a 53. And if it looked nicer, they'd call it a 55. But if it's not just only about the details. Remember, eye appeal is a huge part of coin grading as well. All right, we'll get into the fine grade here, and you'll look at this one here, and that's why I pointed out this one here is a VG10. Probably really is a fine coin. It's got way more lettering. Because the criteria for a fine on the inside is all the letters of Liberty must be at least partially visible, but they're not like all the way there. And this one, all the letters are visible. We can see all the letters of Liberty. But it's got some issues. And if we look at the one that they graded fine 12, you can see the very top of each of the letter, but it's not as much detail as the last coin. But the eye appeal is much better. The eye appeal is much, much better. So again, for a fine, all the letters of Liberty got to be at least a little bit visible, but maybe not all the way complete. And the lower part of the headband. There's two lines on the headband. There's this upper line, and then there's a lower line. The upper line, you're going to see it. The lower line, you usually won't see on a fine. Here's a fine 15, a nice wood-grained example. Again, you see a little bit more of the Liberty there. You're starting to see a little bit of detail in the band here. Now when you look at the reverse, you almost got full detail in the shield once you get up to fine 12, fine 15, but you still got flat on the ribbon down here. After fine, you get in, I did that wrong. I don't know why it jumped to that. Okay. You get to VF20. You get to VF grades. And for a VF, the headband should be complete. And the headband is where the word Liberty is written. You should start to see the lower edge of the headband. It should be clear and distinct. And for the very high end of VF, once you get to like VF 30, 35, you want to start to see more definition in the lower hair curls here. And we'll see that as we go through these. Here's the VF 20. You can see all the letters, and you can just see the bottom part of the headband. This one's got some wear and some missing parts of it, but you can see it. When you get into the VF 25, again, you see the, sorry, that thing keeps popping up. I wish I could stop that, but you can see the lower part of the headband. You start to see more definition in the hair curls here. There's the VF 30. And then you get to the high end of the VF range, and there's the VF 35, where, again, you got a lot of detail in the bottom of the hair and solid headband. All right. And the traditional split point between a VF and an XF for an Indian head cent is this part right here of the coin, where you got the hair and the ribbon. If the hair and the ribbon are blended together, like you see right here, this little spot where it's kind of smooth, you'd be in the VF range. If this was a solid line, a distinct ribbon, separate, you'd be in the XF range. Now, do you see some XFs where they're a little bit flat and worn together? Sure. Do you see some VFs where it's split apart? Sure, but that's the traditional separating point. But that goes to tell you that this is a good point there too, is when we assign a grade to a coin, it's the overall grade for the entire coin. One very specific pickup point like that shouldn't automatically determine the grade of the whole coin. I mean, traditionally, that's what you would say. And, dealers would say that's the difference between VF and XF. But you got to look at all the coin. That could just be a little bit extra wear in one spot, but everything else is much, much, higher than an average VF. So you got to look at everything. But this is a pretty good example of where it's just almost an XF. And here's an example of an XF40 where it's probably got a little tiny bit of wear, but you can kind of see that line almost all the way complete right there. But I guess it was just enough or not enough wear there where they could, where they wanted to call that a VF anymore. So that's pretty much the difference. It's they call that the lower hair curl being separated from the ribbon. All right, let's see. We'll go on to the next one here. It will be an XF45. And this one's more of like a wood grain finish, but you can see it right here. Separate ribbon and hair curl. And of course, the reverse at this point, you got full detail on these. You just got just touches of wear on the very high points of each of the items here. And the shield's pretty much all there and not much to speak of there. When you get in the AU, you're going to have a full diamond detail on you got 4 diamonds here on the ribbon. You're going to be able to see those on AUs. You go back to the XFs, you're going to be missing a diamond or 2 usually in the wear. That's pretty much where you look at for those. Okay, and remember for AUs, you're just going to have the slightest touch of wear on the high points. Otherwise, I mean, you're going to have all the detail there, and they're going to be nice. And you're going to have some mint luster. You're going to have a little bit of mint luster on the XFs as well, but on the AU, it should be, pretty good mint luster. AU 50, you're going to have less luster. It's not. Remember, the difference between a 50, a 53, a 55, and a 58 isn't just the amount of wear and marks. It's just a lot of it is just overall eye appeal. A lot of it has to do with the coin's luster, the color, the amount of spotting. And of course, wear and marks do play a part to it. So here's an AU50. This one here's an AU53. And again, this coin here is an AU58 all day long if it didn't have these spots. It's got some original red color. It's got all the detail there, just a touch of rub on the very high points of the design, but it's got some ugly spots. So they put it as a 53 instead of a 58. And, that's just 53 is one of those grades where I see a lot of coins with issues. Not bad enough to where they would not grade it at all. I mean, if it was a little bit worse than this, they would have probably called it, environmental damage or something like that. But if those spots weren't there, it wouldn't be a 55, it'd probably be a 58 with that kind of color and detail. This here's an AU55. Again, it's got a lot of red color still. It's got tons of detail, and this one had good original luster. It's just not the most attractive. I mean, it's got some dark spot. It's not very even color. There's a little bit of spotting here. Not as ugly as the 53 was, but not great enough to be a 58. And here we go. Here's the AU58. Just a touch of wear on the very high points. And you'll see that with a little bit of luster breaks, like in the cheek and maybe on the very tops of the feathers. This is a really nice AU58. It's got a lot of red color. Got some streaky wood grain on the reverse. Just nice, attractive piece. Then we get into the mint state coins. Mint state 60, 61, 62s usually are going to be coins that are technically mint state, no wear, but they're going to have some issues that keep them from being, a choice uncirculated MS63 or better. This one here, again, has some spotting, pretty clear. They call that mint state 60 brown. This one here, they call the 62 brown. Again, it doesn't have many hits or marks. It's just more about the color and the lack of. This one had some muted luster and just had kind of an odd look to it, so they called it a 62. Then you get into 62 red brown. This one, the obverse looked great. The obverse had the look of like a 63 or a 64 The reverse was kind of flat looking, like it just wasn't nearly as lustrous, and they gave it a 62 grade. 63 brown, again, much more even looking, nice coin. The obverse looks pretty strong for the grade. The reverse, it has this scratch going through here. Not enough to get a details grade, but probably enough to knock it down a point or so in the grade. To a 63. There's a 63 red brown. You just got more color there. Remember, Indian cents, just like Lincoln cents, they grade with a color designation once you get to the mint state grades. You know, brown, brown, and red. Brown means you have, I believe the current rule is less than 10% of the original red color remaining. And red brown is between 10 and 90% of the original red color remaining. And then red is 90% or more of the original red color remaining. There's a 63 red. This one, it's got all the red color, but it's ugly. It's got spots and streakiness. And this one probably could have been a details grade too for environmental damage or something like that. But they gave it a 63 red. And remember when I was putting this set together, some of the grades are really hard to find, and you can't just, buy the one that's the nicest for the grade or the one that's most appropriate. Like some grades, they just don't have many of, like the 62s and the 60s, and a 63 red is actually a pretty tough grade. 64 brown, this one's actually, once you get higher in the grades for brown, like 64, 65, you get some really nice, attractive looking coins. This is a great looking coin. Just got a little bit of original red popping through. It's got nice overall color, nice luster, all the details there, and it's a great looking coin, I thought. 64 red brown, a lot more even color, not too many hits or marks or other major distractions. One little spot here on the reverse that kind of bugged me, but could be the reason it's not a 65. And there's the 64 red, just a nice, more bright red color, lots of luster. Probably maybe even undergraded. And I remember when I built this set, I did not get a 65 or a 66 red for this set. The price jump was just pretty crazy. And when I would look at 65 reds, they just didn't look as good as this coin, or they didn't look enough better than this coin to make me want to spend a couple $1,000s extra. So I capped out my set at that coin for the red grade at least. But we had this one coin too to top it off. This is a MS66 red brown, and they call it red brown, but there's reds, there's greens, there's all kinds of amazing color on this, and hardly any marks, tons of original mint luster, and it was just a really beautiful coin. Also include a couple problem coins here. When you're looking at coin grading, it's not just, you got to keep in mind, is the coin something you should grade in the first place? This one here that we got graded questionable color, and if this was the only coin you looked at all day, you might say, wow, that's a nice bright red Indian cent, and that looks great. But if you're looking at it next to a whole bunch of other original coins with original color and luster, this one kind of sticks out as something that's been messed with, artificially brightened up, and it's not natural color. And luckily, PCGS spots that for us sometimes. This one here is a cleaned coin. You can kind of tell, even though it's low grade, people still clean coins, and you can see that here. Just the open areas here, a little bit brighter, but they didn't get it as bright in the very protected areas because whatever to clean it with can't get in all those little nooks and crannies. You even see some hairlines down here. You see some hairlines in here. And somebody cleaned it up a little bit. This one here they called altered surfaces. And this one looks like it's been treated with some kind of chemicals. You can see some spotting and some discolorations and maybe even some residue of some stuff sitting on the coin. Someone treated it with something, maybe to change the color or to remove spots or do something with it. And there's all kinds of signs of it being messed with. And it's got a weird little spot there too. This one here, they gave it scratch or rim dent, code number 95 on their slab, and that's probably for this damage right here. They could have given it a code for just damage, and then also it's got some, fresh cleaning or some wear on the high point there. That might even be some little scratches. So not sure exactly which issue or both issues got into the scratch rim dent holder, but that's that. This one here, they said environmental damage. You can see the corrosion in the surfaces. I mean, just kind of all the pitting, and something's eating away at this coin. Just 100 years of maybe being in the dirt or just stored improperly or who knows what. And we got one more, I believe. There we go. Give me the arrows. There we go. And this one here, they just gave code 98 just for damage. And you can see in here, it's got pock marks and scratches. And someone took some tools to this at one point and gave her some bruises. Unfortunately. So that there is that. And again, I have a grading guide of Indian cents. It's a PDF file. If anybody's interested in that, it's just a general, basically what I kind of talked over, just some of the main pickup points and some of the general grading. Something else that you guys should be aware of, just in grading any coins, is your red book. I mean, all you guys have red books, I'm sure. If you look at any part of the red book, let's just open up to Indian cents here. If we open up to Indian cents, right here at the very beginning, it tells you how to grade. So to go over it, good, no letters of Liberty visible. VG, at least some of the letters of Liberty are readable. Fine, mostly visible Liberty. VF, slight but even wear on Liberty. And then EF, which is also XF, Liberty is sharp. And then AU, very slight traces of wear. And then they tell you to look at the ear and the lowest curl of the hair. All the series, Liberty seated dollars right here. They tell you how to grade those. I mean, everything they tell you how to grade right in here. It's very brief, but it's enough. It's enough. Other things you can look at are A&A. There's a grading guide from the A&A. All kinds of books on grading, but if you really want to teach yourself to grade coins, one of the best ways to do it is just looking at lots and lots of coins. I mean, that's probably the thing I would recommend the most. Just look at lots and lots of coins, and we'll figure that out. And I guess one more thing I'll end with it is all these coins. I did the pictures. You might have saw it there when I was flipping through there. I ended up making a poster of these at one point and putting them all there together. And if anybody ever wants one of these posters, let me know, and I can figure out how to get you hooked up with that too. Very, very good. Anybody have any questions on that? Because that's pretty much what I have for you on this. Don, you have any questions?
No, I don't. I can admit I was actually there when you were finishing that up and making the poster. So,
yeah. Johnny Ray had that poster. You had it. Well, you need another one? Yeah, the poster, it's 24 inches by 36, and I got a few of them left. And
it's a big one.
I got a few of them left if anybody needs them. And I mean, the problem is just shipping them. I mean, but if you're willing to pay for the shipping cost, I think I can get. I think the way it works out is for about $8, I can get you a poster delivered. But if you want two of them, it'd be like $10 because I'm already mailing the two. I'll stick another poster in there. So anyway, let me know if that's something you want, and we can hook you up with that. And all right, let's see here. Anyway, I appreciate you guys checking that out. Question from Gringo: will there come a time when no red cents exist for these old coins? Soon they'll continue to fade. That's what the people say. That's what the people say, right? I mean, you just look at the coins. There's tons and tons of red Lincoln cents. There's a lot of red Indian cents out there. Not as many red large cents, but there are some. You go back to the classic heads, there's fewer and fewer red cents. You go back to the flowing hair, cents, like the chain cents and things like that. There's very, very few red cents. So the further you go back, the less red cents there are. Now, is that just because we've learned to care for our coins more over the years? Maybe. Or is it just that the red color fades over time? It's probably some of both. But when I started buying like high-end Indian cents and Lincoln cents and paying thousands of dollars for 1 cent, did that worry me that like if I spend this much money on an MS65 red 1909 SVDB, will it change to a red brown and I'll lose half my money? I was not worried about that, not at all. I mean, the coin is, when I would buy that, the coin's already 100 years old. It's survived for 100 years, bright red and flashy and beautiful. It's probably going to make it another 20, 30 years while I own it, if I own it that long, 10 years, 20, 30. As long as I care for it and store it properly and don't like stick it in sunlight or in a very humid or whatever, don't do something weird with it, it'll probably make it as long as I own it. Now, will it make it for another 100 or another 200 years? No idea. But you know what? I ain't going to make it that long either. So I didn't worry about it too much. So, yeah, I guess long story short, however you acquired a coin, as long as you care for it, it's probably, especially when you're buying certified coins or just with the coin storage, even if you're storing it in 2x2s or flips, with the improved storage that we have now versus people 50 or 100 years ago, however you get it, it's probably going to last you your whole lifetime in that same condition. Why does the red color fade? What happens? It's just copper's very reactive.
It's oxidation.
Yeah.
Like steel rust, silver tones, pretty.
I mean, silver does the same thing. Copper's pretty reactive. I mean, they're reactive metals, and I mean, it's just what happens. Now, if I knew all of the variables, I mean, like, what humidity, what kind of light do you keep, what kind of store? I mean, be able to give you a better answer of how to keep your cents red longer. But there's all kinds of people you can do research on that, and there's old timers that would wrap all their rolls up in foil and then keep them in their safe deposit box with like the desiccant packs and the dehumidifier things and all kinds of stuff to try to keep their stuff. And then others would put all their really high end red copper together, and and then they'd put like a big bar of some other metal there so that bar of metal would get attacked by whatever's in their safe deposit box before it attacks their cents. And there's all kinds of theories of how to keep your stuff beautiful, but I don't know the exact answer on that. If you like collecting high end red copper, but that is a risk. If you collect high end red copper, you should learn the tricks on how to best store it for the long term. If you're going to keep it for the long term, store it in a helium balloon. I don't know about that, Randy.
Well, no, you got to put it in a vacuum, not inside the one that you use to clean up your house, like an actual vacuum. Then there's no air, there's nothing no friction, nothing that could possibly happen to it. So make sure you keep your collection under vacuum, or not. Your choice.
All right. Let's see. I think that's it. Good for me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, again, if you guys have any questions, you guys can feel free to email. And and if you guys want any information, like on I got a PDF file. It's an Indian head cent grading guide. I could email that to you if anybody's interested in that as well. Let me get back to the StreamYard thing so I can get you back here. I think it might be time to do some show and tell. What do you think?
Yes.
Unless anybody else had any other questions. I did not see that there. Statue of Liberty's copper. That's true, Monkey King. But that's also stored outside, and it gets rained on, and the sun's on all the time. So
green.
If you stored your MS65 red Indian head cents outside like that, they might turn green too over the years. I can almost promise you they would. All right. Hey, Nick, how you doing? Thanks for the kind words there. Monkey King's at work, but listening. All right. So one more reminder. Hey, should we just show the giveaway prizes and give people a reason to go sign up for those in the other video? So this is what we had shown at the last meeting as what we'll be giving away tonight. If you go leave a comment on the last video, here's a first year set of Susan B. Anthony dollar coins, 79 PD and S from the Littleton Coin Company. And they probably sold this back sometime around 1979.
No, that's actually, they still send that same paper and that same thing if you buy the set.
This one looks pretty old, but yeah.
It might be old.
Still do the same one?
Yeah, it might be from then, but you will get. I promise you, you'll get the same
Get the
paper
same
and
one?
the same
Okay.
coins,
It looks
just
old.
like that. Yeah.
There's a Mercury dime here as a prize, a 1944. This here is the 1970. What year is this one? 73, I think. Let me look at it again. Yep, 1972 American Bicentennial Medal, 1975 American Bicentennial Medal, and then there was a $1 1963B Joseph Barr note with a star serial number as well. So got 5 prizes up for grabs tonight. If you guys want to go ahead and leave a comment on the last video, we'll pull up a random comment picker on the last Coin Club meeting from August. We'll pull up a random comment picker once we're done with show and tell. So now I got to pull up the window and show you guys the show and tell, don't I? Let's do that. First up is Alfred R. And I'll make my screen big again because you don't want to look at Don's show and tell just yet. And this here is Alfred R's show and tell. Alfred has sent in this photo here. It's the Canada Platinum Jubilee Celebration Set to mark Her Majesty's 70th year on the throne. Royal Canadian Mint silver dollar, Canada Post stamps, and a first day cover, along with stickers and a pin from the Monarchist League of Canada, as the current government did not issue any commemorative medals. The league created the pin to fill the gap. And that's, I believe that's pin up here. No commemorative medals. That's kind of odd that Canada didn't jump on that because they make coins for pretty much everything else, don't they? Interesting. And then the next, let's see, photo number 2. This here is a set of coins here. It's portraits of Queen Elizabeth II on Canadian coinage over the last 70 years. So you can see the changing portraits. Very nice little display there. And Alfred sent one more photo. This one here. Various portraits of the Queen on coinage from other Commonwealth realms over the last 70 years. Wow. Very, very cool. Well, thank you for sharing those, Alfred. Much appreciated. All right. Next up, we have a submission from Green Go OG 22, and it's a coin. Let me pull up the thing right there. Gringo has this coin here. This is a 2013 British 5-pound silver featuring St. George and the Dragon. And it's the Pastrucci design where he's holding the little sword there and slaying the dragon. And this coin was issued in 2013 for the celebration of the birth of Prince George. And there's Queen Elizabeth II on the other side of that one. And yeah, just a real popular design that's been used on British coinage for a long time. And it's a Proof 70 Ultra Cameo. So Gringo wanted us to show that off on his behalf. All right, we got to pull up another one here. This next is going to be from Greg Berkovitz, and he sent in a file. Let me get that open for us. Okay, then I'm going to pull this up there. Greg Berkovitz has a couple items to show here. And this first one here, it's a 1. It just has 1 and it's undated from Sing Sing Prison. It says, "Do good, make good." He says it's a piece of prison script from around the 1930s. It says the MWL monogram stands for Mutual Welfare League. Series B note, serial number 1125. Printed on very high quality Crane and Company paper. Watermark easily visible from the back. Far and away nicest slabbed example they've sold. And he says that Crane and Company, the firm, is the firm that produces the special paper for all of the U.S. currency that the Treasury has been using exclusively since the beginning. So that's just a really cool piece. And then this other piece he's sharing here, look at that. New York, New York, Maurice's Cylinder for Office. It's done in 3 colors to approximate the look of federal currency. It's a $5 advertising note promoting the use of an early copying system called the Maurice's Cylinder for Office, patented 1870. Really cool piece. Really cool piece. And then here's the other sides. Very good. Yeah, this definitely looks like U.S. currency, but when you really look at it, it talks about the products of the company. Very cool. Well, thank you very much for that, Greg. All right, next up was John Duff sending in a coin for us to take a look at. We'll pull that up right there. And what Duff has here for us is a scarce 1887 50-year British Jubilee toy coin. He says this one is listed in Rogers Toy Coin catalog as R580. It's a half-farthing copper, 16 millimeter in diameter and 1 millimeter thick. It's got a plain edge. They say it's scarce with only 7 to 11 examples seen. And he says there are 10 varieties of this, and all of them are scarce or quite rare. So, really interesting piece. Thank you for sharing that, Duff. We can go right into Steve Sussman. His is next here. And this first couple pictures that he sent us just show up really small. So can I slide this and make that bigger? I guess. It's going to hurt the quality a little bit. But anyway, he attached some pictures of a couple of his graded Indian head cents. The first one here is an 1862. He says it's he agrees that it's been cleaned. Yeah, it says AU detail, and it's maybe a little brighter in color than an AU should be, just from what I can see. It's hard to tell in the photo there, but he agrees that it is cleaned. And there's the other side of that one. And he has here, now I'm going to put this back to fit the thing there. I don't know why they think that's fitting. There's a lot more room here. Hold on, let's try to make that a little bigger. There you go. Here's a 1901 in MS64 red brown he sent in. He says he thinks this one and the next one are more interesting because they're both graded the same, but he says this 1901 is much nicer than the other one. So let's take a look at that. There's his 1901. Looks like a nice, almost full red example. Looks good. And then this we got to zoom way out. Sorry about that. Yeah, this one here, it's just got a lot more brown. So remember when you're looking at red-brown coins, whether it's an Indian cent, large cent, any copper, any bronze coin, red-brown is a huge range. You got brown, red, brown, and red. Brown is 10% or less original red. Red is 90% or more original red color range. So the red-brown is anywhere from 10% red to 90% red. So you go back to this last one. Where did it go? Sorry, Steve, your pictures, I mean, they're all different sizes, and I don't know why they're not cooperating. But this one is almost full red. This one's probably close to the 80, 85, 90% red. That's the if you're shopping for MS64 red browns, that's what you should go for. Because remember, the price guide just has one number. When you're looking at auction history, there's just one number for red brown. So if you could do a little shopping around, you'll see some sell for a lot more than others. And it's probably because they're not all equal. Remember, all coins of the same grade are not equal to one another. So you can see there's a lot of room on some of these. And then here's his one. This one has a lot more brown. It's probably maybe only 20 or 30% red in comparison. But Steve, thanks for sending those in. Appreciate it. And very nice, very nice. Next up, we have a submission from Phil Iverson, and that we can pop right up right away because I have that ready. And what Phil sent in here says, if we collect commemorative coins, we're familiar with the Lafayette dollar made in 1900, as this is the only one of its size, the only commemorative silver dollar size of the classic commemorative series. Sends in another photo here, though. Says, but many collectors are not familiar with its half-brother to Lafayette half dollar, as shown here. There's the Lafayette. Still says dollar, but it's a half dollar. It's definitely a half of a dollar, isn't it? There's the other side. Phil says it was cut in half and carefully encased in a Capital Plastics holder for historical and hysterical preservation. Phil. Hilarious. All right. Very, very good. Thanks for sending that in, Phil. That is a cool one indeed. Next up for show and tell is, I guess, me. And since we had a lot of submissions of coins with Queen Elizabeth on them, I thought I would pull one of them out too. I got this one here. It's a 1953 coronation crown, proof 66 cameo, just a beautiful example. 1953, and yeah, just a great coin. And I can pull the picture of that as well. Let me do that. Why not? We got time. Do I have that ready? There we go. And there's a photo of it. Proof 66 cameo. Just a beautiful coin. And then I have one other to share too with Queen Elizabeth. Just one that I thought was fun. It's this one here, an Australian proof penny from 1959. Australian proofs of this era, really rare. I think there's only a mintage of a few hundred of these. And this one just got really cool color and thought it'd be fun to share. Do we have any other show and tells, like maybe from Mr. Don Berry?
I don't know. Oh, there it is.
You got full screen.
I do. All right. So this is just a run-of-the-mill 1955 silver quarter, and it has a clip on it right next to "In God We Trust." And if I move it, it actually has a second clip up here at Liberty. So just kind of a neat. It's not the greatest condition. You can see there's some bag marks, but it's just really kind of cool for it being that old and still. I found it in an Unk roll of quarters that I bought. So that's it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was in one of those old tubes where it's like white and you really can't see in it very well.
Yeah.
But when I got down like 15 quarters, there it was. So
missed kind of a little bit of silver, it looks like.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, but okay. Yeah, it's probably worth a little more though.
Very cool, Don. Very cool. So let's see here. We want to give people one last chance to get in on this giveaway, huh? Gringo, it looks like, has been posting last month's comment video right there. Let me go ahead and open that up in a new tab here. I guess you guys got one last chance to go in there because it's going to take me 30 seconds, 45 seconds to copy that link and get up the random comment picker to find out who's going to win some of these prizes we got. And I should probably remove that one because that's not a prize. That was my show and tell. All right. Let's see, we got that. I'm going to bring up the YouTube random comment picker. And then we're going to do a quick auction item list. Hopefully you guys have seen that. It's in the description below. If you didn't, you're going to see the coins in just a minute. We got 12 lots up for auction. Every item in the meeting tonight for the auction is owned by the Coin Club. And we're starting everything at $1 a piece. And the club keeps all the proceeds. So all of it benefits the club. We'll pull up a YouTube random comment picker. I'll make that full screen. I'm going to go here. I'm going to share that. Paste in the link for our video. Hopefully everybody has their comments in. Last chance before I click this. Filtering out duplicate users, only one entry per person. And 2 plus 5 is 7, they want me to know. Get the YouTube comments. There are 31 people that left comments, so not everybody left a comment. That's okay, I guess. And I can't show the prize while I'm doing this at the same time, but this first one, I got to get a piece of paper to write down the winners. The first one we pick is going to be for the 3-coin Susan B. Anthony set. Let me write that down.
If you take me off the screen, it'll go bigger so people can see it. You can barely see it.
Is that true? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I can do that. How about that? Perfect.
Much better.
All right. This is for the Susan B. Anthony set from 1979. The winner of that is going to be Big Silver Bullion. Says, as always, show and tell was awesome. Great coin club meeting. Well, thank you, Big Silver Bullion. Next up, what do we got here? Let's do the $1 Joseph Barr star note. So let me write that down. The winner of that is going to be Mr. Marmello. And what did he leave for the comment? He says, you want to read this one, Don? Or you want me to do it? I guess I'll do it. Great show, but when the KKG wheat something plus pig pancakes, something bacon, something Fockers need the farmer fix something pig. Well, thank you, Mr. Marmello, for supporting the Coin Club, and congratulations on your win.
I think he's saying Kittle Got Game needs to do Farming Simulator.
Yeah, I believe that's where he's going with that. I think so. There was no cursing there.
Good job, Marmello.
Is friend of Kittle. That's friend of Kittle, I believe he means. Okay. Another winner. This is for the 1972 Bicentennial Medal first day cover. Alfred R. Says, great meeting. Awesome presentation by Greg as always. Always learn something about currency when he does a presentation. Thanks to all the Coin Club members that do show and tell. Nice to learn about coins that you don't see too often. Well, thank you, Alfred. And we have something to send to Canada now. Very good. And luckily, Alfred, we always have a box of stuff going to him anyway, and that'll maybe start off the next one. Next up will be the 1975 Bicentennial Medal first day cover, and that's going to go to Kanye Friday. Perfect. It says very interesting. All right. Perfect. Very interesting, and hope you enjoy the prize. And then last but not least, we got the 1944 Mercury dime going to Shannon Smith. Shannon Smith says, great fun. We appreciate all you do. Thanks. Well, thank you. Thank you, too. Very nice. And got a Mercury dime coming your way. Remember, if your name was picked, you got to claim your prize. Send me an email with your address, and we'll get that out to you. We'll give you like 7 days to claim the prize. Otherwise, it's going to stay with the club and be awarded to somebody else someday, probably. All right, let me get that closed back down. And go back to the chat so I can see what's going on. Awesome. Well, congratulations to the winners. Let me set those to the side, and we will get into an auction. So we have prizes for next month already, too. I guess I can show a preview of those. Again, for next month, we'll be doing the same thing. So when this becomes a video, you'll leave a comment, so you'll have a chance to win some of these. This one here is a Swiss 1 franc donated to Glendale Coin Club by one of the winners tonight, Big Silver Bullion. He won a couple months ago and donated this back to the club for a prize. So that'll be a prize for the next one. We have another one of those. So we got 2 of those available. This one here was donated to the club from Kyle Preston. It's a 1962 Panama quarter Balboa. Same silver content as a silver Washington quarter. Awesome. And we also have a 2019 Glendale Coin Club medal in copper available. Very nice. So if you want a chance to win one of these, when this stream becomes a video, leave a comment, and we'll pick the winner next one. Ready for an auction, Don?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then. Very, very good. Well, thanks again for everybody joining us at the meeting. I just want to thank you for that. If you guys want to stick around and do the auction, everybody's welcome to bid as long as you're willing to pay. And we charge, what do we do? $5 shipping on each order is what we do. And everything starts at $1. Again, all items are owned by the Coin Club, and all proceeds will go to the Coin Club.
Did you see what Green Goat said? Did you see what Green Goat said?
Nope. What did he say?
He said anything from Dan Carr is cool.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. The Coin Club medal.
Oh, yeah. Or the other things that we were talking about earlier.
You mean just if I had anything laying around on the desk that might be from Dan Carr like this?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, something like that.
Well,
yeah.
I could have done this for show and tell. So you guys want to see it? I guess now I'm showing it. It's an 1837.0 Gobrecht dollar overstrike. Here, let's show it on the microscope just so you guys can see that. 1837.0. He just made these. Pretty cool. Beautiful coin. He does some cool stuff, and he's done our Coin Club medals, so glad to have him do those. And there's one more, too. Don likes this one the best, I think, don't you? Where is that one? This one here. He did this one in 1853. Seated Liberty dollar. Look at that undertype in there. Crazy, huh? 1853, but it's got arrows and rays. They never made an arrows and rays seated Liberty dollar. 1853. Oh, but they do now from Dan Carr. Fun. Okay. No more playing around. No more playing around. We got an auction to do, Don. All right, let me get my sheet of paper here. Again, the list of all of the auction items is in the description below. We do $5 shipping. If you buy something, you got to email me, name and address and all that. I'll send you invoices by PayPal, and we'll get them out to you. Pretty simple. First item up for bids is this one right here. I better grab the coin, too. How about that? Here, you know what we'll do? Just to make this a little easier, let me pull up my other screen here. How about this? There we go. Pull that up. And this one here is a 2015 Canada $2 Special Service Force half-ounce silver coin. And you can show that right there. Am I on full screen, Don, so you can see me? Yes, I am.
Yes, you are.
Just want to make sure. And I can go full screen on the microscope if you guys want to see this too, but you can do it all here at once. That's the first Special Service Force U.S. Canada coin, 2015, half ounce. It's got the star for the U.S., maple leaf for Canada, the $2 coin. And on the reverse, we got the queen, 4.9 silver. That's just a tiny, tiny bit of spot. It's not spotting on it, but half ounce. It's kind of like a reverse proof finish. Real nice coin. And opening bid is only $1. It looks like Muscle Shell bid $8, and Tony McCumber is going to jump it to $20. Tony ain't messing around. He says bid $20. Well, very generous. Silver Nitrate needs that arrows and rays dollar. You're like, Silver Nitrate, I believe he's still making them. All you got to do is send him a real seated dollar, plus I think $450, and he'll make you a 1853 arrows and rays out of your real seated dollar. You got any extra seated dollars laying around? All right. You don't do PayPal? Silver Clan, yes. I mean, PayPal is what I'll do by default, but if you email me and say, I won item number 1, but I don't do PayPal, but I do Cash App, or I'll do check or money order in the mail, or I can do Zelle, I can do Venmo, I can do, I don't even know what else there is. Whatever it is, we can figure it out. Google Pay probably, but if you have some problem with PayPal in itself, we can, like, checks, cash, money order in the mail still works too. So, all right, we got a bid of $20 from Tony. Any other interest, or is that going to take it? Hey, Nacho, how you doing? $20 bid. And what I'll do, just to remind you guys how we do the auction, I'll type in the chat 3 and then 2 and then 1, and then I'll type in sold. Pay attention to what happens in the text chat, because that's more real time than mine and Don's voices, because there is a little bit of delay in that. So if I counted it down, it wouldn't work as well as if I type it in the chat. So pay attention to the chat. When I type in 3, 2, 1 sold, and if a bid comes in close to when I type sold, I can show on my screen whether it came in before or after. Remember, there's sometimes differences in what you see versus what we see. It looks like Tony's going to win that one, huh? Looks like it. Congratulations. That is lot number 1. Oops, grabbed the wrong one there. This one here is lot number 2. Let me copy the information in there. for y'all. Hot number 2. 2015 Glendale Coin Club Copper Medal, donated to the club by Mr. John Duff, also known as Farmer John here in the chat. This one here is our 2015 medal by Daniel Carr. It's got the Pacific Company $5 gold piece design, the cap raised stars design, pretty much awesome, and then the California Bear design from the 1925 Diamond Jubilee $50. And look at this thing. Beautiful design. Beautiful. 2015 copper Dan Carr medal. And then, of course, you got the California Bear design. Still in the original capsule from the time it was minted. Never touched with. We got bids of 2, 5, and 6. Any other interest? That is going pretty cheap. Remember, all proceeds benefit the club. If anybody has any questions, just let us know, and we'll try to keep up in the chat. Got a $6 bid. Anybody else? The magic hat. The hat of freedom, liberty, right? Let's go full screen and show this one, right? The color is going to get tripped out because the microscope, like, as soon as it gets like that color, it goes to black and white for some reason. But it's an amazing piece. Vern goes to 7, CR goes to 8, Caveman goes to 10. Muscle Shell tried to get a couple bids in there. It's real popular. And that is from the $5 gold piece. It's the Pacific Company, 1849. That was their design. Very rare coins. I think the last one of these that went to auction, the real coin that this is based off, sold, I think, for $750,000. And it was like an AU or something like that. Very rare gold coins. And then this is from the American $50 1925S. Awesome design. Dan Carr did a great job for our club, and we're happy he did that. We got Caveman 911 at $10. $10 bid now. Thanks, Newest Maniac. I believe that goes to Caveman. Thank you, thank you. Got a nice one here. Maybe you don't like copper, but maybe you like silver. Oh, I just copied and pasted the wrong thing there. Hold on. Edit, undo. Here we go. Yeah, that was a good deal. Got that one kind of cheap. That's good. Works for me. All right, lot number 3, a 1940 M Mexican peso in BU condition. Beautiful. It's got nice mint luster, high grade. Show it under the scope, of course. We'll go full screen on it because it's shiny pretty. There's the cap and the rays. Libertad, un peso. It's got some marks and hits on it, but it's definitely uncirculated. Beautiful coin. And here's the reverse. 720 fine silver. 1940. Got bids of 5, 10, 12. Gringo goes to 20. Tony goes to 21. Tony at 21. Un peso. $21 bid. Thanks again, everybody, for all the support of the club. Gringo goes to 24. Come on, Gringo. Your name's OG22. You missed the chance to bid 22? Come on. Choppy on your screen? No, I think that's just the flip bouncing there. And I think that's what that is. Just a coin bouncing in the flip a little bit. Are we dropping frames or dropping screens? I don't know. Screen went blurry and out of focus?
Yeah, a little bit. Even on my end, it did a little bit on the StreamYard.
Okay. Well, we got crazy conditions here in California right now, so could be some issues going on
it was
here.
what, 90 earlier, and now it's 60 because it
Yeah,
decided
when
to
I
rain.
went to the post office at like 4:30, it was 95 degrees, and an hour later it was 67 or something like that. And,
hey, Alfred, I will charge my car whenever I feel like it. Just kidding. I don't have one of those.
well, your thermostat's at 78 or above right now because it is between 4 and 9 p.m., right?
My thermostat never leaves 68.
You were
Ever.
told to put your thermostat at 78.
I must have missed that every single time.
Okay, all right.
Crazy.
Gringo at $24. Gringo at $24. Don bids $253. Sold. I'm not even going to count it down. Don, that's yours. You know what? I'm going to actually send you another one. I got another one. Oh, wait. You changed that to 25. Okay, Gringo at 27.
25.
Must have been a slip of the bid there, huh?
I was on the number pad, and 25, and next to the enter key is the 3. It was an accident. Jeez, people.
Mm-hmm. Gringo OG 22 at 27. SoCal goes to 28. You guys have any questions about the coins? Like I said, I'm just leaving it sitting there under the scope. If you guys want me to zoom in on anything or go full screen on any of the items as we auction them, let me know. Don't be shy. Yeah, I've been watching the stream back a little bit on my phone, and I see it cutting and acting weird a little bit. So hopefully it doesn't become problematic. But yeah, the Mexican coin's real popular, Tony. The designs on them. I mean, even the stuff they're doing today is just super popular. Gringo at $30. Don says out. That is not binding by any means. He could be using a bidding strategy. I don't know. We'll see. No, Don. No, Don. No. And your bid did not come in on time. Gringo gets it for $30. At least I don't think your bid came in time. It was pretty late. At least that's what I see. All right. What's next? Don's trying to screw me up. He's trying. A little bit undued. A little bit undued. Lot number 4, 2019 Australian Year of the Pig. Half-ounce silver. In the original capsule. It's got several pigs on it. And then there's Queen Elizabeth on the other side. Let's take a look. Year of the Pig. It's like a reverse proof looking design there. Really cool piece. No floor pizza for me? Ah, bummer. Elizabeth II, Australia. 50 cents face value. Half-ounce 4/9's fine from 2019. The bacon coin, yeah. Just raw bacon, not cooked yet. We got bids of 12. Tony went to 15, I believe, is the top bid. Gringo OG 22 coming in at 20. Get in my belly, you say, Silver? Is that what you're saying? Get in my belly. I don't know who thinks they should be calling me right now, but can't take a call right now. Kyle at 22. Cal. Come on, Cal. Kyle at 22. Any other interest in lot number 4, the 2019 Australian Year of the Pig? And my window there. Yeah. Very good. I believe that goes to Kyle. Beautiful. Thank you, sir. How about one from Canada next? How about Canada? Later, Emil. Lot number 5, a 2016 Canada 9999 fine silver Cougar. Roar. Got just a tiny bit of toning along the rim. And here you're seeing it through a couple layers of plastic. Let me try to open that up a little bit so it's not as dirty looking. Looks like there is some milk spottiness on the reverse there. Or obverse, maybe that is. I don't know. How do you know? How do you know what side's which? Anyway, there is the Queen side. 2016. Got Tony at 25, CR 26. On the Cougar. Kyle says, please give that away to a lucky winner. That last one that you just won? The pig? This? We might be able to do that. Sure about that, Kyle? You don't have to do that. You're still waiting for the nuclear power plant. Oh, yeah. Well, good luck with that, David. Good luck with that. Well, thanks, Kyle. We'll do that. Any other interest in the Cougar? CR at 26. CR at 26. Zilla loves Cougars. Very generous, Kyle. And thank you very much. That is to CR. Next up, lot number 6, and that'll get us halfway through. See for that. That is very awesome donation, isn't it? Lot number 6, a 2019 silver koala from Australia in the original capsule. Capsule's pretty scratched up, but the coin looks pretty good. Australian koala. Tony goes to 20 right off the bat. Eunice and Vern tried to get it 10 and 15. 1 ounce, 9999. Australian koala. It's worth more than that. I should bid on this. Huh. All right. No, I'm not going to bid against you guys. Gringo goes to 25. Perth Mint, koala. Tony comes to 26. Kyle wants to hold a real koala. Are you sure about that? I heard they drop out of the trees and will just scratch your face or something like that. Isn't that what they did? I don't know what koalas do. I just kind of made that up. All right, Gringo at 25. Then Tony went to 26. And then Gringo went to 30. And then Zilla went to 27. But 27 is not higher than 30. So 30 is in the lead. If California would just build more, everyone would have a... No, I wouldn't have an electric car. All right. Definitely faster. Okay, we got Gringo in the lead at 30 on the Australian koala. $30. Any other interest? Sweet. Very, very nice. That's a good one. This is a good one here. I don't know why we're getting rid of all these. I don't know. Well, if I could keep them, I would. But they're not mine. They're the coin clubs. They're the coin clubs. But this one's cool. Things like that. 2018 Great Britain Year of the Dog Silver. Really nice coin. Really popular piece. And we got bids of 22, 25. SoCal goes to 29. Year of the Dog. 1 ounce silver from Great Britain. The Royal Mint. Eunice goes to 30. It does look like Popsy, doesn't it? Yeah, I should be buying these on behalf of Marmello to be using in our Christmas giveaway from him because he wants to sponsor a couple coins, and these would be perfect from him. But I'm not going to bid against people here. I like the back the fields of the reverse of this too. Just got a really cool looking fields. I don't know, kind of trippy. But, yeah. But yeah, real cool. Year to the Dog. SoCal goes to 32. Eunice goes to 34. Ambeth goes to 35. Hat change, says Kyle. Is it fifth tea time yet? Almost, right? Almost. Ambeth at $35 on the British Year of the Dog Silver. $35. The Ambeth. Will it hold? Nice comes right in at 36. $36. Eunice in the lead. Got in before I hit enter on typing sold. I was almost there. 36 to Eunice. Any other interest? And I think we are sold. And I definitely got in. Zilla did not get in on time there. Dangerous game to play to try to snipe. Eunice Torres. Congratulations, Eunice. Great coin. One of the stars of the show. One of the stars of the show for sure. How about a Silver Eagle? Got to have at least one American coin in here, right? 2017 Silver Eagle. Opening bid of $1. A duck race for the giveaway? I don't know about that, Kyle. I'm not sure about that. Nobody wants to do a duck race, do they? Kyle at $25 on the 2017 Silver Eagle. Just a really nice Silver Eagle. Let's see. Make sure it's a really nice one before I tell you that. 2017. I'm sure we bought an original roll back for the club, and this one's just still sitting around in inventory. Maybe one little spot there by the A of America, this last A of America. And maybe something going around there on the E and the D. So it's not perfect. But now, when I show the coins like this, if you've already bid and now you hate it, tell me now. You can retract your bid. I don't care. I'd rather you tell me now than get it and hate it, if you see something you don't like. But $30 to Kyle. And that's about what any Silver Eagle goes for. I mean, actually, it's less than what Silver Eagles go for with the premiums of Silver Eagles still. Pretty wild, isn't it? The premiums on Silver Eagles are crazy.
I heard at the shop, they're 32 each at the moment. So
yeah,
yep.
Pretty crazy.
And they can't keep them, so it doesn't matter how many.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. $30, Kyle Preston. Any other interest? Sammy just says coin. Yeah. Oh, it has eagle. Yeah, eagle coin. Absolutely. A lot of our coins have eagles. Kyle needs toned ones. All right. Yeah, Kyle, like I said, I got that album that has that one with just a little bit of toning. I don't know if that was enough, but you think that was enough toning when you send me an email on this one here that you need? Because you just won that one, it looks like. We'll figure that one out and get it to you all together. Thanks, Kyle. Next up is a 2019 Britannia. Yeah, the one that if the one next to it too, Kyle, had just not nearly as much color, but just a very faint little bit of color. But if that's enough for you, I'll sell it to you. Lot number 9, 2019 Great Britain Britannia. Let's take a look at it. These are awesome coins. Looks pretty perfect there. Yeah, looks pretty perfect. Awesome. Tony at $20. Who else has interest in a 2019 Britannia? Ambeth goes to 25. Yeah, I didn't even ever look at these to see if they were mule or not or anything like that, Gringo. I think we bought a roll of these that year, and I just put them in the 2.5 by 2.5 crown size crown size cardboards, and that's what I do. Tony at 26. Ambeth at 28. Thank you, Ambeth. $28 going to Ambeth. It looks like. We'll see. Melted 50 of them for art pours. Well, yeah, with what some of these guys sell their art boards for, you can melt anything and make a bunch of money on them. I don't know. That's not for me, though. I mean, I like art and everything, but taking a coin that's worth, Ambeth just paid $28 and melting it down for me and then turning it into something else and then charging me $50 to $100 an ounce for it. Nah, I'll just buy it like this. This is pretty. I like this. I don't know. But I guess some people like collecting the silver pours. Not I. Not really. I have a couple that I've bought for very, very little premium, but I can't be paying 5 times what silver's worth to buy something just because somebody else melted it. Nah, not for me. Not for me. People pay up for art. I get it. Not for me, though. All right, next up is a set of the Glendale Coin Club medals from 2019 in copper and in silver. No, I like the silver pours. I just don't like paying the huge premium for it. This is the copper. This is the silver. Both by Dan Carr to Moonlight Mint. Starting at only $1. I think we sold these to club members for around 35 or 40, and we sold these for around 10. I think club members had to pay about $50 to get the pair of these when we did them. And really popular design, 150th anniversary of Transcontinental Railroad. Glendale Coin Club, 60th anniversary of our club that year. It's got the design from the HK12 so-called dollar. Focus that a little bit. The so-called dollar was from 1869. The Pacific Railway medal. Every mountain shall be made low. And we got the train there. SoCal goes 25. Tony goes 26. And these are just still in the original capsules. Never been messed with since they've been struck. And there's a die clash under the bear's neck that happened in 2016 from the 2016 medal. Yeah, really nice piece. And then, of course, we got it in copper. You get both coins for one bid. Yes, it's 1 ounce silver. 1 ounce silver, and then the copper is about 1 ounce too, but just a copper round. It's definitely 1 ounce of pure silver. 33 CR. SoCal at 30, but CR is at 33. SoCal goes to 34. We got a new subscriber. Thanks for subscribing. Gringo goes to 35 for the pair of Dan Carr medals. CR goes to 37. Yeah, real cool. He did a really good job on that design. I mean, the U.S. Mint did a really good job on the design back in 1869, and Dan Carr did a good job of tweaking it up for us and putting it on the metal. Then I guess the Mint did a good job on this one in 1925. CR at 37. Ringo goes to 40. Can't count. Ringo OG22 at 40. We only got 2 items left after this. One's gold and one is silver. CR at 42. $42 going to CR in the lead. The bear design is cool. Faux show. It is. It is. Absolutely. You really want the HK12 medal? They're not easy to find. I mean, you got to be patient, but they do come up every so often, and pricing's all over the place depending on who owns it. Shibby Rob's got one that's overpriced right now. If you want one of those, I've made offers on it, but he's kind of far out on the pricing on it. But you know, if I had one, I'd probably be high priced on it too. Maybe, who knows? If I wanted to keep it. CR at $42. That's a steal. But we're gonna sell it if no one else bids. $42. CR. Congratulations. What's next? We got 2 coins left. One is very, very little. It's this little coin right there. Can you guys all see that really good? Jeff Brown, $5 super chat. Looking for freaking awesome. Don't know them, Jeff Brown. But thanks for the $5 super chat. Very generous. That definitely helps support the club, and we do appreciate that. Much appreciated. But yeah, I mean, I haven't seen them here. I don't know if any of the mods know who you're talking about or if they've seen them, but there we go. Lot number 11, a 2015 Canada Maple Gram. 1 gram of gold. Gold. And it's tiny, isn't it? No, that's not what she said. Right there. Look at it. Don't even have to zoom out the microscope. 1 gram of gold. Boom. 99.99. That bids a 45, 50, 47, 51, 55. Never heard of them either, Gringo. Not sure who they're talking about. SoCal at 56 for the Maple Gram. 2015, and it's in the still in the original card with the assayer number. 1 gram of pure. Real tiny, but it's thick. SoCal at 56. Tony goes to $60. Let's see. I don't even know what these go for right now. I haven't even looked these up. Let's look and see what Atmex is selling these for. Probably a lot more. Let's look Maplegram up on Atmex right now. They're selling the 2022s right now as low as $83.51 per coin. They don't even have the older ones. So $83 if you want to buy one of these from Atmex. So 61, the SoCal box breaks in the lead. Tony goes to 65. Yeah, these are just really cool. And it's in excellent condition. Tony at 65. Jeff Brown, 67. I guess Don's trying to bid 69, maybe. I don't know. I guess that's a bid. 69 to Don. SoCal box breaks. Any other interest in the Maplegram? Do they actually censor if you type in? I never seen that one. Okay. All right then. $69 bid. Anybody else? I'm saying hammer it. Well, that's only because you're in the lead. M Camp, we already have a prior bid of 69. Gringo goes to 70. Gringo OG 22 at $70. Jeff Brown goes to 72. Got a $72 bid now. Got a $72 bid now. Needs $73. $73 bid now. Anybody with $73 bid now? Got a $72 bid now. Need a $73 bid now. Will you guys quit telling people they can't bid 69? We're at $72. I don't care if anybody can bid 69 or not. It's irrelevant. And you guys are all typing it in. So please just let's focus on what we're doing here. Jeff Brown at $72. Jeff Brown at 72. Oh, you want me to break out my sniper animation? Like, all right, there we go. That's about all you get. Dollar bid now. Got a dollar bid now, Ambeth. All in. All fair. All good. All square. Bought it. Jeff Brown. Congratulations. And thank you very much. Very nice little piece of gold there. All right. He bought it. Last item up for bids, starting at $1. U.S. Mint just had these at $75 and sold out the first day, but then there were more available later, and I don't know if you can even still buy them. I know last I heard is there's some still available, but they're on back order for a few months. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, the Mint just had these 2022 American Liberty Silver Medal, high relief. There's the information on it. Philadelphia Mint. Beautiful piece. Oh, look at that eagle, though. Holy cow. Holy smokes, huh? Eunice goes to 68. 1 ounce silver. Let's make sure it's 1 ounce, right? Yeah, 1 troy ounce. Same size and all the stuff as a silver eagle. But a lot cooler looking. That there's a representation of Liberty. Liberty doesn't always have to be some Lady Liberty. It can be a horse. How about that? And this is supposed to be Liberty bucking off that English saddle, saying, we don't need no kings and queens here in America, do we? That's what that horse is saying right there. Look at the look in that horse's eyes, saying, we don't need no kings. We don't need no queens. That's what that horse is saying. Ambeth goes to 80. SoCal goes to 85. And he's 86. Very generous, you guys. But check out that eagle. Look at that. Caw-caw. United States of America. So much detail. Such a cool piece. Now, they issued this coin, you guys might remember, this design in a 1 ounce gold coin in 2021. Now, the gold coin, given that gold is much more dense, was a lot smaller than this, significantly smaller. And the design was just as cool on the gold coin, but it was smaller. Here on the silver coin, you just see so much more detail than the gold. Both were cool. This one's really cool. The box is pretty large on it, though, I'll tell you that. Very cool. All right, let's put stall in here. Eunice at $86. Yowzers. Thanks for the bids. Did have a little bit of bidding war there. Hey, yeah, if you can't get the gold goes for over $3,000 right now, I believe. I think wholesalers are paying $2,900 for them for the gold. I believe that is going to go to Eunice. Jeff, yeah, I don't know who this freaking awesome that you keep talking about is, but if you want to send it to them, when you send me the email, just make sure whatever address you tell me, we'll send it to wherever you want it to go. Eunice, congratulations. Awesome piece. All right. Let me put this back together the right way so I don't get anything mixed up. Beautiful, beautiful. Awesome. Awesome. And I'm missing something. I'm missing the slipcase. There we go. Sweet. All right, then. I think we got one more piece of business and we're done, right? I think that's just about it. Nice auction. Good time. Well, thanks, Tony. I'm glad you guys could join us at our club meeting. We have one more thing to deal with. Our friend Kyle Preston won this in auction earlier. And now he said, give it away. Give it away now. And Gringo wants to do a duck race. I don't know. Do we really want to do a duck race? It's kind of a pain in the butt to set up, isn't it? Like, I got to get everybody's names and, oh, that's a lot of work, isn't it? Well, let's see what the people want to do. Should I just roll a dice for it, or should we do a duck race? What do you guys want to do? Maybe we can do a poll. Give away time, question mark. Dice or duck? You guys vote. We're not doing no random picker, Vern, because I gotta have a list of people somehow, and the picker can't do it. John says, hope you all have an amazing evening. The kid's car broke down. You need to go help him. Well, good luck with that, Don. Thanks for your help. We'll see you next time. People say dice. 71 to 29, 67, 33 dice. Nice. Okay. And my phone's buzzing like crazy. Who's buzzing my phone right now? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding right now? Who's doing this? Who is doing this? I don't know. My phone's going nuts. But give people another chance to vote. I'm going to end the poll right now before Ducks win. Perfect. That's not a rigged vote, is it? All right, Dice wins. I ended the poll before anybody else voted for Duck. Awesome. All right, so we're going to do a giveaway. And what we got here is we got 37 people in chat. So that's more than 20. So I'm going to get out 100-sided dice here. I'm going to grab the right ones, right? Here we go. There's 2 dice. One has the 10 spot, and one has the 1 spot. It's that simple. So all you got to do to get a chance to win this giveaway is to type the next word that I type in. 1 time per person. No retracting your comments. Spelling counts. Spelling counts, okay? So all you got to do is type the next word I type in. Doesn't matter if you're first. Doesn't matter if you're 21st. Doesn't matter if you're 6th or 37th. Everyone will have an equal chance of winning, okay? Spelling counts. Capital versus small letter I don't care about. 1 entry per person. No retracting. And just type the next thing I type in and you'll be in. Plenty of time. Make sure you spell it right. And good luck. Give people a little bit of time to get that in there. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 people in. 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like we got 27 people in so far. We'll give people a little bit more time, but not too much more. A little bit more, not too much more. Looks like we got 27 people in. Looks like everybody who's in is in by now. Aaron got in at the last second. I'm typing in stop. That's 28 people. I'm going to roll this. If we roll 28 or lower, we'll see who the winner is. Any higher than that, we'll roll again. 41, we'll roll again. That there is a 10 and a 2. So whoever's 12th on my screen is the winner. Let's go right into it. We'll go here. We'll share the screen. Scroll up. Number 12 is going to be the winner. Here's me typing in duck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is Vern Lapointe. VERN. Oh, did he type more than once? Did he misspell duck right here by typing in Shannon? Shannon? Was that a misspelling of duck and he therefore entered twice? And then he typed down here, hey Tonwai. Hey Tonwai. Yeah, did he misspell duck twice? I don't know. I think we're going to give it to Vern. We're not going to get too crazy here, are we? Wrong button. There we go. I think we're good. Congratulations, Vern. Let me write that down. Thanks, Kyle, for getting that. And Vern, say thanks to Kyle. Vern Lapointe. Make sure you guys, if you won something on auction, send me an email. Let me know your mailing address and all that. And I assume that if you don't tell me otherwise, I'll send you a PayPal invoice. If you don't want to do PayPal for some reason, let me know how you want to take care of it, and we'll go from there. I'm not going to send those invoices out tonight. It's already getting kind of late. I'm tired. I didn't eat dinner, and I'll go take care of a couple other things anyway. Anyway, thanks again for joining us at the Coin Club meeting tonight. Hopefully you'll be able to join us next month as well. Good to see everybody. And yeah, thanks again, everybody. You guys take care, and let me figure out how to close this down. I guess we don't have to say bye to Don, even though Don's still here. Want to see Don's coin? I think he just left his coin there and left it all running and went out to help his kid. But when's KGG? I don't know, Kyle. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see about that. Let's see. Coins are the best, says Sammy. Steve says good night. Everybody else says good night. Nick, have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. Ron, have a good one. Ambeth, Golden Fire, appreciate you guys all being here. I shouldn't even have started saying names because now I left somebody out and they're going to be like, Kittle doesn't like me anymore. Kittle doesn't like me. But I'll say hey to Nubs. Hi, Nubs. Hi, Y. Eunice, thanks again. Dennis, take care. Michael, goodbye. Kyle. Thanks again, everybody. We'll see you next time.